That's a really big threat that we're concerned about, and in particular with this system, likely going to be one of the biggest ones as Nate makes its approach to the coast. Here's a look at the warnings and watches we do have up. We have storm surge warnings up from Morgan City, Louisiana, all the way past the Florida and Alabama border. And now we can get a closer view about what we're expecting. We can show you the reasonable worst case scenario of the storm surge that could be exhibited in this area. Let's go ahead and take a look at Biloxi, Mississippi, for example. Notice these colors here. The orange colors show you a potential of 6 to 9 feet above ground. That is, again, a reasonable worst case scenario, not necessarily the forecast, but what we should be preparing for in this situation. Notice those orange colors coming just south of St. Martin into the Ocean Spring area. You can see a lot of red. So, and here near Biloxi, notice some of these areas also could potentially be seeing a lot of water into these streets. So certainly enough to be preparing for. We can go out a little bit now further to the west and look at a place like Gulfport. We're also expecting very high water levels here as well, 3 to 6 in a general area, but out on the port, notice around the edges, we could be seeing up to 9 feet potentially with how this plays in with high tide. You can go a little bit further to the west to Bay St. Louis and notice all around the bay there, lots of oranges and reds showing you that we could be seeing at least 6 feet, if not more than that. So now this is a map view, a perspective, but what do you say we play this out in real time to show you what this actually would look like? Now, storm surge is, again, that water level coming into areas that are normally dry. So this is flooding above the rainfall. This is a very big hazard. Notice here, we've got 3 feet is enough to float the car. You can see also some hazards in the water here, like those orange buckets. They likely could be filled with chemicals. These are definitely not things that you want to be near, and you might not potentially see in that water. If we raise this up to 6 feet, this is now getting into the second story of your home. So the first level, completely gone. That car is also submerged, and again, we could also be having wood and other debris in that. So Stephanie, 6 feet is not a joke. That is certainly enough to come over my head. You definitely need to be anticipating other hazards there in the water that you can't see.